This is the Wednesday's Knightswatch. I'm your host this evening, King Black Cherry. With me, I have Mr. The Real Ant-Man.
What is up, everybody? How's it going?
It's going pretty well, pretty well. Did you see the news of that Disney stuff?
Which one?
Uh, what was it? The Fast Pass?
No.
Oh, they're introducing new Fast Pass replacement.
Oh, better or not better?
Well, let's see here. I'll actually go through it right now. It wasn't in the slides. I wasn't gonna put in the slides.
He's like, we'll let you decide.
Yeah, just let you decide. If I can get to it here. Okay, well, either way. So it's called Genie Service. So it's replacing.
Like Will Smith and Robin Williams?
Yes. Yes. It is called that. And
You only get 3 fast passes a day?
No. That was actually the old one. That was the old school one. So
that would make sense to call it the Genie Pass then. 3 wishes.
3 wishes, yeah. Get your itinerary updates morning to night. Disney Genie will continue to update your itinerary throughout your day, blah, blah, blah. Same stuff that you normally would think. Okay, so the Disney Genie Plus service.
Of course it has to have plus on there. Has to.
Choose the next available time to arrive using the Lightning Lane entrance for more than 15 attractions at Disneyland Resort and more than 40 attractions at Walt Disney World. One selection at a time throughout the day, subject to availability. Disney Genie Plus will be available for $20 per ticket per day. Well, $20 per ticket per day at Disneyland Resort. The same price throughout Disney Max service as well, and a price at $15 per ticket per day at Walt Disney World Resort. Individual attraction selections. Schedule time to arrive up to 2 highly demanded attractions each day using the Lightning Lane service, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom Park and Radiator Springs Racers at Disney California. Blah, blah, blah. So it's $15 per day at Walt Disney World, pretty much.
And it's unlimited uses through that day?
It's unlimited uses through that day, but you have to schedule when you're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you can use it unlimited, it's worth it, in my opinion.
Lightning Lane multiple experiences. You also get Disney World 40 Pass and AR lenses. You get audio experiences. I don't know what that is. Complimentary service. You'll get personalized itinerary and tip board, forecasted future wait times, virtual assistant, restaurant wait list, check-in and reservations, mobile order, attraction virtual queues, normal stuff. And you can actually just go ahead and we only want to ride Seven Dwarfs only and get a fast pass for that. You can also just do that as well. Seems pretty interesting. But we are here. We are live. We're waiting for Peter to come here. But I'm gonna start some breaking news. Do you have any breaking news, Mr. Anthony?
Breaking news. I do not. I have no breaking news.
None
whatsoever. It has been a slow news week. It truly has.
You say that. But I started following a new account on Twitter recently. He's been spilling some beans.
Oh, I might need to follow this one.
So Anthony Mackie has signed a deal to become Captain America and Captain America 4. We all knew that was happening. Mm-hmm. Let's scroll down here. James Wan says Aquaman 2 is heavily inspired by Planet of the Vampires. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, no clue.
Not a clue. Mr. Etep is ready to join us.
Let's go.
2, 1. There he is.
What up, Peter?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up?
Am I here drinking my Pepsi? So, what's breaking news?
So far, yeah. What you got? You got anything?
Breaking news. Let's see here. I mean, I'm pretty sure the stuff that is breaking. We're going to talk about like the trailer we saw yesterday that that's slightly off topic close to yesterday. I want to say our side, not anybody else's site. About Star Wars. I know we're going to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Of course, we have reviews to talk about.
Did you catch up, Chris, with Bad Batch?
I did not, but you guys can go full in.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure you saw What If. I know you saw What If.
Of course I saw What If.
Because I saw your post. Yes, I know you saw What If. I'm pretty sure this is what you're talking about. Anthony Mackie close to a deal to start Captain America 4. Yes. I think you just mentioned that.
Yep, just mentioned it.
I thought that was already like a done deal. I thought they announced that after.
I mean,
they announced it, but he wasn't signed on, like literally just signed in paper and pen. Like,
okay.
Yeah,
that's weird that they announced it before sign in paper and pen. Like, we knew he was going to be in it. That's like, I don't know. Better for him, I guess. It gives him a little bit of more bargaining chips.
This is kind of nostalgic to talk about. I know Anthony had a comment about this. The Simpsons arcade. It's gonna one up. It's making our Simpsons arcade system or whatever for sale. Like usually. They put it in Walmart and all that stuff. How much does it cost?
$700.
That's a lot.
For what?
For the Simpsons arcade like stand thing.
Get the frick out of here! You can just buy the game on the Xbox Live or something like that.
Question.
I can literally get a Switch and an Xbox for the same price.
Well, question though: is it just the Simpsons, or is there other games besides the Simpsons that are put into? Because I'm curious, because I'm pretty sure the Ninja Turtles arcade thing they put up, put up a couple years ago, had both games. The first Ninja Turtle arcade game and the second one, and I don't think it was worth. And it had 4 players, I think, and I don't think it was worth $700. So I'm actually curious about that. If that's all the Simpsons is offering, because if that is a pretty high price. $400, yes, that's more reasonable, but $700 is definitely steep. That's pretty steep.
That must have been with like a riser or something, because right here it says buy now for $529.
What?
Okay, so Simpsons arcade 1-up with riser is $529 from Walmart. You can order it right. You can pre-order it right. That's not bad.
No,
that's not bad.
Arcade is not.
Oh, I can't even. I can't even right now.
But you're not real big in arcades, Ant.
It has nothing to do with it being an arcade or not. It's the fact. Okay, I get that it's going to cost money, right, to make the unit. I get it. But there's particle board there. There's a monitor there. I get all that. That makes sense to me. I get why there's a value there. But you literally have one game on it. So why doesn't this company make that game, that board thing, put a hard drive in there, and then you could download games for it?
I mean, that'd be nice.
Then, but no, they're
in the business of making money, not in business of having people buy something. Well, and they'll never buy their product again. That's what they're doing.
But that's what they're doing. They're buying their product and then never buying anything again. My way, they buy the product and then keep buying the product.
How do you know though? Like you can literally have a whole guy can have literally a whole arcade room. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to.
Yeah, it's somebody that's privileged, because I can't afford $500.
Privileged people. How many video games have you bought in your lifetime, man? How much money is that?
I've never paid $500 for one video game.
Okay, now, how much money? I'm not asking how many games you have. How many games you own?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I can't give you a number on that. I'm letting you know, though, I've never paid $500 for one game.
No, I'm asking you a question. How many games do you own?
Over my lifetime, probably a couple thousand.
Couple thousand times that by 60.
But I didn't pay. So you can't do that. I didn't pay 60 for those games.
A lot of the games you played 60 though. You had to.
No.
Okay, a couple thousand times whatever. You still spend. I mean, that's all like made $10,000 worth of games.
That's a possibility. I can tell you. I can tell you right.
That's privilege right there, man. So, but it's your money. You can do whatever the hell you want. That's your money. It's your.
But
it's your
Pete, the
money.
difference is I've had multiple and numerous experiences. I've resold a lot of those games that I've gotten when I bought my Switch. I bought my Switch with games I sold.
My question. The whole point is, it doesn't matter what you do. It's your money. You can do whatever the hell you want.
That's fine.
If people want to spend that much money on that, go right ahead, spend it. I'm not going to be the judge of it. I think that's the difference. If people want to spend that much money on whatever, and they're happy to, go right ahead. It probably brings a lot of nostalgic feelings back to them and all that. But I think it's funny how, like, I don't know, man. I mean, there must be a market for it, else they wouldn't be selling for $700.
Yeah, they're called suckers. I can get the same goddamn game on my Raspberry Pi right now. For how much?
I do have that game on my Raspberry Pi right now. I do have that game on Raspberry Pi. So, but it's different though. It's different from like playing it on that and playing it on the arcade. It's completely different feeling.
Oh, well, you know what else I did, Pete? I went to an arcade down in Fort Myers and I beat The Simpsons while I was there. So and it was $20 to play all day.
Let me tell you something.
Play all day.
This is a gift. Though.
We get it. It's cool. You have a tube TV and a wooden box, and you play with your little joysticks. That's all cool and fine and dandy.
And you know what? I played this game, and I have this Street Fighter game. So many different versions of it, but still, I have fun playing it because it's a different experience.
When was the last time you turned that thing on, Pete?
I actually turned it on not too long ago. You see, you get upset about it, but that's you, bro. That's your thing.
As of right now, I have 428 games in my PlayStation library right now.
I just had to delete some because I'm getting ready for a new batch. So I got 498 on my hard drive right now on my Xbox.
But I'll be honest, dude. I would probably buy, like, if it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that's an arcade. I mean, I hope it has something else, but I would be tempted to buy it, though, because I love that game. So I would be tempted to buy that. I don't know about $700, but maybe $400, $500 might be willing to spend on that.
Oh, they delisted the Simpsons arcade game from the PlayStation 3 and the 360.
Probably because of that.
No, I don't know. How much was it though? I'm curious.
It probably was $20.
It probably wasn't that expensive.
Probably was just $20. That's
you could have got the X-Men arcade game for $5. Simpsons arcade game for $5. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was it? Did they have it?
Yes, they had. They had the arcade versions of them when they did the 360 arcade and the PS3. The online games.
Oh, what a shame! I would have bought it
for $5.
I would have bought it.
I think I actually have it on PS3.
I don't think they're BC though. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Because even if you did have it, you'd still have to turn on the PS3 or the 360.
Dude, I know the arcade NBA Jam arcade game. I heard it's actually even online, like Wi-Fi. That's pretty cool.
I just think that company needs to put a system in their units and then just let you buy multiple games for the units.
That would be amazing if you can do that, because I'd love to just have one cabinet would have a bunch of arcade games. I'd love to have that. That would be my thing, honestly. And I would pay top dollar for that.
I was about to say, you'd probably buy the games for $100 a pop.
I'll pay top dollar for that. Just to have one arcade, because it takes so much room. I just want one arcade that has all those things.
If you got that one arcade machine, let's say it cost $500 and then it was $100 a game after, would you be down for that?
$100 a game, though?
Okay. Even so we'll go next gen prices, $70 a game.
I'll be just tempted because it'll be cooler to have it there as an experience of having an arcade, playing it as an arcade game, than doing it like, I'm purchasing another one. Yeah, I agree.
I guess I'm just a different kind of gamer. Just give me my console, give me my Game Pass, and I'm good to go.
I wouldn't even do that. Oh no.
I don't know. It depends though. Like I think there's certain things about it. Like you don't. I mean, really, there's not too many arcades out there anymore. So. It's not like you have that, I mean, there's plenty.
I get it, but I'm still like, to me, like it's still a better experience to play on a controller than it is the joystick.
I understand that. But to me, you don't have that feeling anymore of going to arcades and all. You don't have that. I mean, there's certain places that have arcades, but it's not the same.
Now give me a pinball machine and we'll talk.
They have pinball machines out there.
But you can't emulate a pinball machine on a video game
pinball machines that you can buy. I'm pretty sure that 1UP is selling pinball machines, so you can buy those.
The Stranger Things one's pretty sick.
Well, pinball machine is completely different than the freaking.
Oh no, I agree. Game. But I've never been big on pinball machines. That's the difference.
Oh, pinball's my jam.
I'm not big on pinball. I never really been big on those.
The one thing, if I ever go to Seattle, I want to do is I want to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame. Like that would be fantastic.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I think they showcase 40 at a time, and then they cycle them from a warehouse like every once in a while.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, but it's never been my thing. Honestly, growing up as a kid, I loved arcades, man. I used to love going to arcades. I was there for literally Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat, all those big arcades back in the day. That was
how much money do you think you spent in an arcade back in the day?
Not too much, actually, because I remember when I used to go to the arcade, my mom used to only give me $2 worth of quarters. That's it. That's all I got, man. I didn't really get into much more. So I gotta pretty much make sure, But I used to have a friend though, right? He used to have, I guess he used to have money. He used to give me this is a lot of money at the time. Like $20 worth of quarters.
Damn.
So they'd be there all day playing arcades, So it used to be fun just doing it that way. But, it's more of just like looking at it, seeing what you can do. Sometimes, you try to be smart with your quarters, and sometimes it's gone and you just watch other people play, But it was a fun experience, though. And, kind of miss it. But, there are places like, you got Dave & Buster's and things like that, but it's not the same anymore.
So Chuck E. Cheese has like a thing where you can instead of getting credits, you can pay for unlimited play for a time period. That's pretty neat because we totally wrecked the Jurassic Park game using it that way, which is awesome because you can just die as many times as you want and you keep using it. So,
dude, the best thing about these arcades right now is it has to be like the sports games, like the ones with the basketball hoops. They had to, or they had the football one.
How'd you like that one, Pete?
That's pretty good, man.
Dude. I have the high score there, Chris. The high score in football.
He's bragging about that. Okay, he did great in that game. I'll give you
I'm
that.
I'm like the Tom Brady of Chuck E. Cheese.
And I wrecked you in the system soccer game. I wrecked you in system soccer. I had like 8 goals.
I'm the Tom Brady of Chuck E. Cheese, baby.
Dude, I was paling at the Simpsons soccer game, though. Can't say I wasn't.
Trash game.
Get out of here. You can't even...
Trash game.
This guy can't admit it. Anyways,
do we have foosball on the slide?
No, we don't.
I gotta congratulate Pete's Jets for beating our backups. Good job, Pete.
There you go.
He can't give me full credit. He can never give me full credit. It's always something. It's always like, well, the starters weren't playing, and these we had this injuries right here and that, and you can't just give me credit. Can't go and say,
I give you credit. I congratulate you. What more do you want?
I give you credit when you Giants do good. I give you credit, but when the Jets do good, oh no, it's some sort of lame excuse.
You guys played your starting quarterback against our backup quarterback, and our backup quarterback's hot garbage. Chris knows him very well. Mike Glennon.
It's not like he's Tom Brady. It's not like he's Aaron Rodgers who can sit around and just go over and start and they'll be okay.
I would take any literal bum off the street over Mike Glennon.
Dude. My question is, I don't understand why you guys were not playing Daniel Jones. So, he's not a legit quarterback. He needs to practice. He needs that time.
No, wait. Calm down. 18 games, Pete. The man has to play 18 games.
Yes, everybody has to play 18 games.
He is a starter.
I understand that.
I'm sure if there was a better quarterback, Pete, let me finish. I'm sure if there was a better quarterback, there will be a QB competition right now. I'm pretty sure Giants don't have a better quarterback than Daniel Jones right now, and that should say something.
Zach Wilson is going to be the starter. It doesn't really matter. You still need that reps.
Well, yeah, but Daniel Jones is in his 3rd year. Zach Wilson's in his 1st year.
Yeah,
I understand it, but you still need your reps. So at least you need to play one.
Brady's done that 2 times.
He'll get reps. He'll get reps in the third
Brady
game.
do it twice in the
I
game.
just hope he doesn't fumble like he did like previous 2 seasons and all that. They're fumbling.
Wow. Don't worry about my boy. Don't worry about my boy.
I'm not worried about your boy.
Just make sure you guys get yourself a winning record for a little bit.
Oh.
Okay, just worry about for that.
You talking to me or the Jets? Because we're
Both.
That's right.
Hey man, if I had Tom Brady and I had Dominic Sue and I had Mike Evans and I mean, hey man, I wouldn't be so. Maybe I wouldn't be like whatever, but hey,
you make it seem like I'm a bandwagon fan. I've been a fan of the Bucks for the longest time.
Saying that, but I wish.
Like, you guys can wish that all you guys want. You guys have GMs just like we have GMs. You guys have people just like we do.
Our owners suck, actually. My owner sucks. I'm pretty sure Dan's owner sucks too. So
my owner's got us 4 Super Bowls in the history, so I don't really mind.
It's the same owner? It was the same owner, right?
Yeah, well, it's his dad beforehand, so it's all in the family. And his grandfather before that.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, those 2 Super Bowls he won over Tom Brady, so but
yeah.
For some reason,
more importantly, the Patriots.
Yeah, over the Patriots.
Yeah, he wasn't the only man on the field.
Yeah. Anyway, this week in gaming subscriptions.
Let's see, what do we got here? Epic Game Store. We got Void Bastards and Yooka-Laylee for free. And then on the Game Pass, which we will be doing our first video game review for, we have 12 minutes dropping tomorrow. Also, we have Recompile and Train Sim World 2. And then added to PC Game Pass was Microsoft Solitaire Collection, Chris's favorite game.
Oh, yeah.
Humankind, which is a new simulated game from real-time strategy game, from Sega. And then added to the cloud was Need for Speed Heat, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And that's it for this week.
Sweet.
All right. To our first trailer reacts, which was the trailer that dropped yesterday out of nowhere. It was a surprise. Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's watch it.
Long ago, a great warrior came to this village and entrusted our ancestors with this. Its power and responsibility now lie with you.
You've been guided by the Force since you were born.
At last, the moment arrives.
It's the first time I've confronted such darkness. Something ancient and sinister.
We're going to be a proper family.
Let's make this our best show ever!
フォースと共にあらんこと。
I accept this responsibility.
Star Wars Visions.
My only question, because it looks amazing, is it canon?
That's a good question, actually. That is a very good question.
And I 100% hope it is. Oh, it is not canon.
Well,
Which is
hold
fine.
on. Is Screen Rant
I mean,
somebody I can trust?
Hmm.
Well, I would wait till we hear officially from like, someone from Disney or whatever to say if it's canon or not, or something like, before we make that statement. But because I don't think nobody has said anything from that camp. So
Yeah, because they just released this trailer just like out of nowhere and like, hey, here you go.
but to be quite honest, I want to see why it wouldn't be canon because. I mean, Disney is producing it. Disney's making it. Star Wars under their umbrella. So I want to see why it wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
From StarWars.com, executive producer James Wow elaborates on the decision that storytelling didn't have to fit in the timeline. Star Wars Vision's storytelling didn't have to fit in the timeline. In developing the series, Lucasfilm made the decision to let the creators tell the stories they wanted to tell, whether they featured established or original characters, without a need to tie into the larger chronology. Okay, so some could be, some couldn't be, might not be. Sounds like
because it's 9
That sounds
episodes,
about right.
9 different stories.
yeah.
So some could be, some could not be.
I
Okay.
do see like certain like since it is anime, like it looked like one of them actually took place in Japan or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it looked like some of them that has some sort of like more original kind of.
You got that, and then you have the one where it looks like takes place at the place where they did pod racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where guys
Tatooine.
do like
Yeah.
guys getting ready for a
From,
concert. This one right here.
Phantom Menace. Yeah. I
Phantom
agree.
Menace.
Yeah, it looks like a different version of it. I gotta admit though, one thing about animes, they're so creative when it comes to weaponry and all that. I don't know what it is. It looks like one of the trailers. This thing, she has like a stick, and literally the thing twirls, and it's like all these lightsabers that she just starts twirling. I mean, it looks insane.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff, some of their
Was that the dark saber?
Yeah,
Right
it looks insane.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they're doing, but anime to me, like I'm not big on anime. I'm not like
this is like a whip sabers right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not big on anime. I mean, I did watch Dragon Ball Z back in the day. I did watch Pokemon back in the day. I do love Dragon Ball Z. I did love, and also Cowboy Bebop. It's amazing. But I'm not like I don't watch My Hero Academia or other ones that a lot of people talk about. Even though I've heard the great things, and I believe them. I'm pretty sure I would like him. I just never really got into it. But animes, and I can even attest to this. I know and love Studio Ghibli. Some of their stuff they do is amazing. Like some of their creativity, storytelling, characterizations, action scenes is freaking amazing. And I think the fact that they're diving themselves into the Star Wars verse is awesome. It's something where you have these creators who have such great imaginations and great storytelling. This is a platform they need. This is a platform that Star Wars needs, actually, because I think a lot of times their product has become kind of bland in certain ways. Mandalorian for the exception, I think, and some of Filoni's work is for exception, but like their main continuity or with the last trilogy, very, very bland. But this definitely brings a little more energy into the whole Star Wars verse. So definitely a lot of energy, I should say. So yeah, this is definitely something that I feel a lot of people should get excited about and should definitely look forward to seeing.
Yeah,
like I will.
Yeah. Speaking of Mandalorian, season 3 starts filming in September.
Awesome. Hopefully it's the early 2022 release.
Yes.
Probably not.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I know. I could. You think Andor's going to come before that?
I mean, you mean Book of
Possibly, yeah. I would say so.
No. The Andor show with what's his name? Is it Pedro?
I know
Pascal?
what you're talking about. Rogue One.
Yeah,
from Rogue One.
Is it Pedro Pascal? No.
No.
It's not Pedro Pascal. That's who plays Mandalorian.
It's oh my gosh!
Oh, I know
what you're talking about.
The Rogue One. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I think Obi-Wan would come before that, since Obi-Wan just got done.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
so
is
Mandalorian
name? I gotta look it up real quick.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name too. He was in the Terminal, wasn't he?
Diego Luna. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, I believe he was in the Terminal, and also he was in Elysium. So
there's something else
good actor.
There's something else he's in that besides Rogue One.
I know Elysium. I'm pretty sure Elysium. I know Terminal. I'm not sure what else he was in.
He's in Narcos, Mexico.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, even though I never watched the TV show. So.
You all right?
There's something.
Okay, so when is Star Wars Vision gonna come out? Oh, September 22nd. Okay, never mind. So it's around the corner.
All episodes, day one.
Wow.
What?
Really?
Yeah. All episodes, day one. So get ready to watch your butts off that weekend, gentlemen.
So we're talking about 9 episodes? All 9 episodes day one?
All 9 episodes, day one. They're dropping them all.
Well, yeah, because they're all different stories anyway. They're not continuous, right?
Correct.
I mean, what if it's all different stories, but they're dropping once a week?
True. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. That's awesome though. Hearing that, that's really awesome.
Well, Disney just dropped today. I know it's nothing you guys want to watch, but Diary of Future President, they just dropped the whole entire second season today. All episodes, day one.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about
So,
that.
do you see Disney just start doing that more often? Doing like Netflix dropping everything?
I think it depends on what it is. If it's something that isn't going to be... See, I don't... Like, I think this is going to be dropping because I don't see it as, like, water cooler talk like Mandalorian is. Like, I think, like, this is going to be, like, like the fandom will find it water cooler talk. I don't think that it's going to be mainstream water cooler talk, if that makes sense.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I do think there's a big audience for this. It's just the fact is they're not as vocal.
I don't think it's gonna, but I don't think it's gonna bring in new subscribers. That's more what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not gonna bring. It's not. Doesn't have the same impact like a Loki would.
Like I don't think, like, for instance, like it's like I don't think, like, I don't know how into Star Wars your sister is, Pete, but like I don't like I think she was into Mandalorian, right?
I think she started watching later. But here's the thing about Mandalorian, though, guys. When for season 1, I remember first came out. I was the one, like we were all like, watching. People were like, eh. But then they start watching it, so it's got off fun because of word of mouth.
I've honestly seen a lot of people on my like Facebook feeds and stuff like that say they weren't Star Wars fans. They watched Mandalorian and really liked it. I don't think this is going to do the same thing. That's like that's all I'm saying. I think this is
because
I think
anime it's only for student audiences. Like some people like anime.
Like I even have a friend who loves Star Wars, but will now probably watch this.
But I do think, though, I do think that if something's really good, eventually a lot of people start liking it. It's not just like, oh, well, this is only for a certain group of people. If it's really good, which it looks very good, I do think more people will watch it and like it.
I do. I just don't think it's going to bring new subscribers. I don't think it's going to have the mass audience appeal that
this is what Disney needs. Disney Plus needs something.
Yeah, it definitely does.
They need to kind of, not have the same type of...
I think they'll do this for certain series. I don't think that they're going to mass adapt dropping everything day one.
No, they shouldn't. I agree.
I don't think they'll ever do it with any Marvel property. Because I think it works. Okay. I personally think some of the storytelling doesn't work well when they drop it. It works well to give us something to look forward to each week. I think some of the storytelling that I've seen in their 3 series that they've released now, because What If works actually really well because each story is contained within itself.
Yes.
But I feel like some of the episodes on the first 3 shows could have definitely been released 2 one day or longer, or they could have done it a better job in the way that they story told if they were doing a weekly episodic show.
But this was the first time kind of doing it, though. You kind of like starting off like Mandalorian season 1. Mandalorian season 1, to me personally, didn't get like really good until like towards the end when I was like getting hype at your house, and then like for like the longest, strongest time, I was like, oh, this is like villain of the week, villain of the week. And then
I was about to say there was a lot of monster of the week, villain of the week kind of stuff going on in the early, like after episode 1. Then it was kind of like villain of the week, but then season 2 though was just like they knocked it out of the park.
Exactly, because they found the stride and they kept going on with it. And I believe the second seasons of the Marvel shows and probably even the new Marvel shows will actually hit their stride right in the beginning and continue forward with that.
I feel all TV shows are like that though, because I always feel like it's except for I think exceptions with Lost, which I think went already like first season was just killer. Probably other TV shows too. But
Prison
I feel
Break
like
had a killer first season.
Yes.
I didn't watch Prison Break, but I take your word for it. I never watched it. But I know Breaking Bad. Like the first, I mean, it was pretty solid first season, and there's great moments. But then I know later season it just started getting really like oh man. Same with Game of Thrones. Even though Game of Thrones season 1 had some awesome moments, season 2, 3, that's when you're really like into the story. And I think that's all it is. So like long storytelling. And I think a lot of TV shows have that. Whereas, and maybe for the Marvel shows in a couple of seasons, you're gonna see some real like holy crap moments. And
I think they have to back away from using it as enhancing the characters. I think I felt like that they were trying to enhance the characters, give more backstory rather than trying to tell a story. I think that was a little bit of it as well.
That, and also you got to also make sure you're using the cast that you have. Like make sure the other characters are interesting as well, not just the main character. It has to be the other cast. I agree with that. Because like I tell you what, any successful TV show, it's an ensemble cast that's interesting, not just it's Breaking Bad. I mean, Walter White was a great character, but also Jesse Pinkman is just as good. Or Gus Fring was just as good. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to have those cast members to really hold the show together. And I think that's the same with the Marvel TV show. It's going to have that same thing too. Whereas it can't be just Loki. It can't be just any other character. It has to be an ensemble cast. That's what people keep on watching. So yeah, I do think though. I think Disney and the Marvel shows, I think Disney and their other TV shows will finally get it in the long run. But it's going to be, like I said, I think it's going to be a slow start. But in the next few, couple, maybe next year or so, the second seasons come out, you're going to see some good shit.
All right. Well, speaking of Marvel shows, so this may get taken down, may not be taken down. Manifest is starting to go down. It wasted out great. But now I feel like I just need to finish watching only because I invested so much time into it now. Hope it picks back up.
I think she meant started out great. Yeah, I agree. Well, I've been watching it with her. It definitely the intrigue in the first, I would say like 8 episodes was very like Lost-ish, where you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's next? And then it's almost very villain of the week now. But instead of villain, it's a different passenger. But like as I talked to Leah about it, I was like, I think what the show struggles with is it just focuses on one family. Instead of doing that, they should have like had different like families that were on the flight and focus on each one like maybe like on a different like episode.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's tough, man, because I think like Lost is a great prime example. I thought Lost, the characters in that show was amazing because each one had their own backstory. So you're interested in each character. You weren't just interested in one character. It wasn't just about just John Locke or Jack or what I'm saying,
Benjamin Linus or
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, they had like a great character.
Charlie.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are fans of Saeed. And he was kind of one of the side characters. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, or Charlie, for instance, we always make that joke of Charlie, but
you're gonna die, Charlie.
Charlie. But I'm saying Lost did a great job with that. Unfortunately, I feel the only problem with Lost, though, in the end, was the main storyline was not like held together. But I think that's the thing with TV shows, man, is having a storyline, having like you have to have a good ending, a middle, and an end. And if you can only have that, it's hard to have a good TV show.
But
and I think
to the Moon Knight, that costume looks awesome, in my opinion.
Yes.
Is this really his costume, though?
Yeah.
Or is it just?
Yes.
It really is officially. Okay, cool. Yes, I like it.
I want to know who he fucked up in the bathroom back there.
It was leaked, and then people were posting it, and it got taken down by Marvel and Disney, which I'm interested to see the fact that Disney is going to come after us for showing this. But yeah, that's the real costume.
So you know why he wears all white, right?
No,
He wants to be seen.
Yeah, so they can see him. So they can see him coming. That's exactly why. That's why he wears all white. Which I love.
Did he fuck up Tom Cruise in Fallout in that bathroom? Is that what happened?
yes, that is what happened.
Here's my own thing about Moon Knight. I feel like it has to be rated MA or R to be like. I just feel that character should not be PG-13.
We'll see.
I mean,
we don't know yet. I
know. We don't know yet, but it's just one of those characters that I just can't see a PG-13 Moon Knight.
It's going to be PG-13 because it's going to be on Disney Plus.
I understand that, but it's just hard to have a good TV. You know, if you're going to tell a good story with that character, it's going to be hard to be PG-13. Not with that character.
We'll see.
He's borderline Punisher, pretty much. He really is. He's not. He doesn't go out killing, but he pretty much maims and beats the shit out of
like Daredevil,
the criminals. Was that
like Daredevil?
A little more excessive.
So he's 3/4 measure.
3/4 measure. I mean, he would kill if he had to. He would kill if he had to, but he doesn't go out of his way to just kill. You know,
Yeah.
so now like Punisher.
I'm excited to see it. And who's playing Moon Knight?
Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
He was a great actor. He was very good. And he's also schizophrenic, guys. So that's schizophrenic. Guess I think multiple personality disorder, I should say, because he thinks he's 3-4 different people. So,
right.
No, if this turns out to be great, what's that?
No, keep going.
But if this turns out to be great, dude, I'm sorry. If this turns out to be great, this is gonna be awesome for Marvel, for Disney Plus, because I could definitely see people wanting to go and subscribe to watch this.
Mm-hmm. All right. So supposedly down the pipeline, we get a new Eternals trailer tomorrow. Supposedly, because Entertainment Weekly has decided, like, hey, yeah, we're gonna release all these character posters, and then some sources have been like, oh yeah, we're also having a trailer coming tomorrow, so be ready for that as well. So I will be posting it as soon as I see it launch.
I am down.
And yeah, get ready for that. Next up, what's up?
I'm gonna say I'm not really that excited for this movie. I don't know, why, but I hope that this next trailer is better, because the first trailer didn't really do it for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, is every single Marvel trailer that has come out done it for you?
I mean, dude, trailers before, I would say, like Infinity War. I mean, Infinity War was amazing.
Besides Avengers stuff, let's cast out Avengers stuff. Single character.
I like the Black Widow trailer. I thought the first Black Widow trailer was really good. I actually was excited for that when it first came out. But Shang-Chi was good. I mean, it's not like, whatever. It's to me though, it's not like, the problem with these characters though, they're not really like characters I read comics about. I've never even read an Eternal comic book. So it's hard for me to get excited for characters that I really don't know myself, and I'm a comic book guy.
I don't read a lot of comics, I still get excited for some of the good comic book trailers. So
yeah, but I mean, I feel the reason why, because it's all MCU. So of course you'll get excited because it's all the same story.
I wouldn't say it's just MCU. I would get excited if it was a good comic book movie from another comic book company.
Not DCU.
I thought Suicide Squad was
the only Shazam. That's the only one you got excited for.
And Shazam was excellent.
Well, you did get excited for Suicide Squad.
No, I was excited for Suicide Squad. I just let down by John Cena's shitty acting. But different day. We'll move along.
But you know what? Maybe couldn't see his good acting, man.
Well, that's what they used their whole budget on, was paying so you could see him.
Yeah.
All the special effects went to go in to see if you could see John Cena.
Oh god.
And May should have the hustle, loyalty, and respect to appreciate John Cena.
I don't appreciate John Cena though. He's
Oh,
trash.
jeez.
No, and I don't either, actually.
All right, so Shang-Chi influencer reactions are in. And John Campea has said this is the best comic book movie since Logan.
Whoa. Whoa. Slow John Campea. I know John Campea too.
Who's John Campea?
I know he's one of those. He's a. I don't think Andy Singer gets along with him, right? From what I understand.
He does, but then I'm gonna tell you what Andy said as well. A couple other YouTubers said it is actually like they're comparing it to Black Panther.
Okay.
So it's like it's kind of like an Asian Black Panther.
Black Panther.
In a way.
Okay.
And, okay, I can get behind that. But when John Campea said the fact that like it is best comic book movie to Logan, I was like,
yeah, that's a little
I'm
bit
gonna
too.
pretend that I didn't hear that because I don't want to get myself that hyped.
Yeah, that's almost like you're making me go in there like gonna get disappointed because Logan to me it's probably I already said it last week it's probably my third one of the top comic book movies, man. You know, so you're telling me this is one of the best comic book movies out there. I don't know. I'm kind of like
is John Campea? Is he like a movie reviewer?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's a nerdy guy. He's kind of like Andy Signor kind of guy. I think he was in wasn't he Screen Junkies? I want to say, or one of those.
I don't think so. He's on his own. He's his own YouTube channel.
He used to be on one of those things. I can't remember which one, but he used to be on one of them. But he's a pretty good reviewer. He just, but I don't know about his. But as I said, sometimes he's good and sometimes he's kind of like, eh. What did Andy Signor say? I'm actually curious of what his.
All right, so Andy Signor and his friend said that this is not, absolutely not those things. It is an okay movie overall. There are definitely problems with the movie, but it is actually a good and fun time. There are 2 post-credit scenes, so get ready for that.
Good.
And then one guy said from the Cosmic Wonder, he actually really did enjoy it. He was talking nothing but praise and whatnot about it. The guy who does the insights for the Spider-Man trailers, he said in fact he really enjoyed it. And he said the mid-credit scene is actually very awesome and very cool. The second one is more like a throwaway. So
it's more like a probably joke, whatever.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay. But the other one, I probably setting up for something. It seems like okay, cool.
Yeah, setting up for something.
That's exactly what the end credit scene should be in Marvel. I feel like you got to set up something for later on. Okay.
So what did Mr. Andy Signor think about the Suicide Squad?
I don't think he actually liked it. I think he liked what they were doing, but I don't think he overall liked it too much.
John Campea said it was amazing.
Sometimes I feel Andy. I think Andy Singer could be a tough critic sometimes.
I've heard the same about me. So.
Yeah,
actually,
but it's
he didn't even review Suicide Squad.
That's interesting.
Yeah, he didn't even review Suicide Squad.
I'm excited to see it. I probably won't see it until it comes to Disney Plus. So
when is it coming out again? It's September
3rd. I'm not going to the theater to watch it, so I'll be waiting till I can buy it or see it. If it comes out to digital before I can buy it on Disney Plus, Chris, I will be buying it on your Vudu probably. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, he did review it, but I mean, I can't see it right now because we're doing the show live. But I don't know. You can check that out at Movie World on YouTube. But influencers are saying the fact it's positive reviews, they're giving it positive things.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that.
So it's gonna be, if anything, a good Marvel movie. It's not gonna be terrible. and it may not be amazing, but it's going to be a pretty good. Which I feel like Marvel always does anyway. They make a pretty good movie, regardless of what people think about it. It's either going to be really, really good or it's going to be pretty good, but it's not going to be bad.
Yeah, I mean, even their worst movie, which is I think Thor: Dark World. I mean, it's not like unwatchable. So
no, and that's the thing though. I think all their Marvel movies, like I have my complaints about some Marvel movies, but every one of them is a pretty good watchable movie. It's like you can sit down, and I think it's meant. I think Marvel movies, the way they do it, is meant for somebody to sit down and watch it, regardless if you're a comic book fan or not, and just like the movie for what it is. And that's what it is. That's why, for me, I have my complaints with Black Widow, but overall, it's a good movie because you can.
The crazy thing about Thor 1 and Thor 2: Dark World is how good Thor 3 is. Like, that's the crazy part. Is like, so it's not the acting, it's not the characters, it's just really bad direction. Yeah, it's really bad direction and script writing. Yeah. Really.
You know what? Thor 1 is still I think it's a pretty fun movie, though, still.
It's fun, but dude, like, Ragnarok blows them both out of the water.
No, it is, but I think Ragnarok's completely different direction for the Thor franchise.
Oh, I agree with you.
But that's understandable because the fact that the director understands what he wants to do with the character and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, Kenneth Branagh, with all due respect to him, he didn't really know what he was doing with Thor 1. And so he just kind of, like, piece things together to kind of like played an origin story and played it safe. Didn't take any chances.
That's exactly what it was.
And I honestly think once Chris Hemsworth like didn't take the character seriously, that's when it became good.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it was. The director Kenneth Branagh played it safe in the first movie.
Yep.
The second movie, I believe I forgot, it was one of those Game of Thrones directors. I don't know what it was. Maybe they fell in love with Loki too much as a character, and
it could have been the Iron Man 2 syndrome. Where
it was. They didn't focus on the main villain a lot. Like they fell in love with Darcy and Loki, and not enough with the story and creating a new villain, a new threat. That's really what it was. Like Darcy, for some reason, had way too much screen time, and her, it's just like she tries to come up with this quirky, funny character, but it took away from the whole movie itself. And I think that's the biggest problem with Thor 2. And things like that, I feel like Marvel has learned more about, and I feel like, they improved after that. But and I think this new batch of movies introducing all these new characters are going to have those things where like some things are going to work, some things are not going to work. But the good thing about it is you're introducing these new characters that you're going to see in future movies. So as long as I don't know the actor's name, but whoever's playing Shang-Chi, as long as he's a likable character, which I think he will be, he's going to see in future movies. Same with Florence Pugh, exactly what it did for Black Widow. You make him likable enough that you're going to want to see him in more projects.
Yes, definitely, for sure.
So I am intrigued. Nicolas Cage has a movie that is streaming right now called Pig that has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, 185 reviews. Nicolas Cage has a movie with a 97%.
Nick Cage. I'm sorry, guys. Nick Cage is one of the most hit and miss actors probably of all time. He has really good movies and really shitty movies. I
feel like I need to see this movie. What's it on?
I don't know. But I can watch it on my Fire Stick right now.
Oh, it came out last year?
No. It should have been came out last year.
That is his highest rated movie ever.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I do want to see Willy's Wonderland. That looked like a movie that I would find amusing.
Is that with Nick Cage?
Yeah, yes. It's kind of like, I guess, Five Nights at Freddy, the movie, you could kind of say.
Really?
Like where he's like a janitor and he gets attacked by the animatronics at night.
Oh my god, really? That's funny. You know what's another Nick Cage movie that I heard is really insane? What was that?
Bad Lieutenant?
No, Bad Lieutenant I like. It's a crazy movie, but I like that movie. No, it's a movie I did not watch. It's called Mandy, I think it was. It was in Mandy. Yeah. And it looked freaking insane. And yeah, some people say it's like now watchable, and other people say it's amazing. So, but yeah, Nick Cage for you, man.
Hit and miss. CinemaCon is happening on Monday. If you don't know what CinemaCon is, imagine Comic-Con, but with movies. CinemaCon is happening on Monday, and Sony has a 3-hour time slot late at night at Las Vegas. A lot of social media influencers are going to be there. Andy Signor is going to be there. And what they're going to do is pretty much Sony has 3 hours to show off what they're going to be coming out with next.
Awesome.
Good.
One of the things could be the Spider-Man trailer.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yes, we're all hoping for that.
Now, just because the fact they release it at CinemaCon does not mean they're going to release it online. Let's make sure of that.
Okay.
But I will say this: the people who are going, people who are attending, are allowed to talk about what they saw. They can't record what they saw. They're allowed to talk about it. So if they release the trailer there, people will definitely be talking about it. I'm looking forward to the Spider-Man trailer. I'm also looking forward to the Uncharted trailer, since that's what's coming out in February. And that's already been done, wrapped, and filmed for like months now. So and currently they're actually doing reshoots for Spider-Man now. So hopefully we get some news on that. Also, there should be some trailers from every single company out there except for Disney for some reason, who doesn't want to attend.
They do their D23. That's why.
That's probably why. But well, Warner Brothers is going. That still makes no sense.
Yeah, that does make no sense.
When is D23 going to come out anyway?
Well, they just announced something for November 12th. That's like their Disney Stream Day or something like that, and they're releasing the new Home Alone movie that day. It's
Really?
called Home Sweet Home Alone or something like that.
Oh, Disney Plus Home Alone movie.
That's one movie nobody asked for.
No one asked for a tuner and hutch, but we're getting it.
Actually, I heard it's a pretty good show, though, isn't it? You like it, Ant?
It's okay. It's cheesy, but but that's what I'm expecting from it. So
yeah.
Oh boy,
What?
You guys ready for this cast?
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear it.
All right. Wait, when's this from? August 18th. They announced it. It's called Home Sweet Home Alone. And the cast is Ellie Kemper, Rob Delaney, Archie Yates, Aisling Bea, Kenan Thompson, Tim Simmons, Pete Holmes, Devin Rattray, Ali Mackey, and Chris Parnell. And the main kid is Archie Yates. That's going to be playing the main character. And if you don't know him, he is from Jojo Rabbit. So,
yeah, he's a good actor. That's the same kid who did the Jojo Rabbit, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Oh,
I don't know if he has the same like I don't know, appeal as Macaulay Culkin did back in the day. I feel like he had such a good appeal as in
I just think like, the thing about that movie and Home Alone is like I don't know what they're trying to do with it, and that's going to be on November 12th. But like the thing is, dude, is the original is so classic that I don't even know why name it. Like why even call it like even Home Sweet Home Alone? Like but why like at all? Like it's just, I don't know.
The problem with like making like the problem is it present time? If the movie's present time, it just doesn't work because
well, of course it's present time.
Why wouldn't it work if it's present time?
Because literally you have cell phones. You can literally call, hey mom, I'm over here. Hey, oh, when did you go over here? You know what I'm saying?
Not every kid has a cell phone though.
No, kids do have cell phones. I swear to God.
Not every kid.
Most kids have cell phones. I've seen kids, man. They literally.
Does Avery have a cell phone?
She does.
And there you go. And she's only like 7 or 8, right?
She'll be 8.
Yes, she's only 8 years old, and she has like, and I'm pretty sure that kid is a lot older than 8, like 10 or 11. Like, I'm just saying though, like it just doesn't work that way like it did back then. I don't know what
I'm trying to find like the plot.
It's $15, Leah. $20 would be at California.
I mean, am I gonna watch it? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I want to see what it's about. But I'm just curious what the plot's gonna be.
Why would You think they would release a trailer with the plot though? I mean,
No, it was like a Twitter post where everyone was holding signs,
no.
and that's like how they announced it.
Oh.
Yeah. So Macaulay Culkin is supposed to make a cameo.
That's cool.
Oh, and Devin Rattray is Buzz. So Kevin and Buzz are supposed to make cameos.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Cool. All right.
And then
So what's it about?
I don't know. I'm trying to find like a plot. The film follows Max Mercer, who is left home alone for the holidays when a married couple arrives to steal a priceless heirloom from his home. That's it. That's all Wikipedia says. I don't know. Maybe they got something else from somewhere else.
Maybe.
I don't see anything.
Here's the thing though. Who's gonna do Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern? I mean, the Wet Bandits. I mean, those guys were classic, man. Classic villains. I'm guessing, like, yeah. So who's supposed to be the villains in that? Oh yeah, the couple, right? The married couple.
Yeah.
All right. What the hell?
But we'll see. I mean, like I said, though, it couldn't be worse than the last three. Are we talking about the Home Alone? Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, how many Home Alone movies were there?
5.
Are you serious?
Yes.
They made five of those damn movies.
Yes.
Yeah, and only the first 2 were any decent.
The first one was amazing. No, the first one was a classic. The second one was
absolutely.
The second one was the same movie as the first. And the only difference, it took place in New York.
It's
literally
watchable, though.
Same
the other one, not watchable.
Oh, no, I can imagine the other ones are not watchable. But seriously, Home Alone 2 is the same damn plot like Home Alone 1. Only difference
they don't have...
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
That's true.
Yeah, I know, but they should have done something different. It's the same damn plot, same damn thing.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
Hold on, they got a longer synopsis. Max Mercer is a mischievous and resourceful young boy is left behind while his family is in Japan for the holidays. So when a married couple attempting to retrieve a priceless heirloom set their sights on the Mercer's family home, it's up to Max to protect it from the trespassers, and he will do whatever it takes to keep them out. Hilarious hijinks of epic proportions ensue, but despite the absolute chaos, Max comes to realize that there's really no place like home sweet home. All right, there you go.
Yeah, I'm guessing it takes place at Christmas time. Oh yeah, that's late.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I feel like Home Alone has to take place at Christmas time.
I don't. Yeah, it's a movie that has to take place in Christmas. I just don't see it not. Yeah, it has to. So, yeah, you know what? Why not? I mean, you're doing remake of everything nowadays. It just why not? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be the same as the first one. Is it going to be a classic like the first movie? Probably not.
Probably
not. But
I will watch it. That's all I'm getting at.
I know you will watch it because you love Home Alone. Is that your top 3 Christmas movie all time, man?
Oh, absolutely. I watch that thing every year. Jingle All the Way, Home Alone, and what else is there?
What? Let's
see.
I don't
know. I like Christmas Vacation.
Okay, for me, it's A Wonderful Life, Christmas Story, and Die Hard. I know anybody says Die Hard, but I love Die Hard watching it around Christmas time. And then I'll say Scrooge too. Bill Murray's Scrooge was great. You know what? Elf has become a Christmas classic too. Elf. I'm
pretty good. What's your top 3 Christmas movies, Chris?
I don't have a top 3 Christmas movies. I mean, Jingle All the Way is definitely up there.
Oh, Jingle All the Way is fantastic.
Oh, baby.
I don't really have one.
Iron Man 3, that's a good one.
It really is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay. Christmas
Lethal Weapon, the first one. That's a Christmas movie, right?
Exactly.
Either way, CinemaCon. That's what we're talking about here.
CinemaCon.
Warner Brothers is the 24th. 25th, you have Neon. They're going to show off Shang-Chi. And Universal Focus Features. 26th will be Paramount which they could show off more Top Gun. So Lionsgate. So look out for trailers coming next week. We're going from that. Hotel Transylvania 4 is skipping theaters and going straight to Amazon Prime Video.
Okay, I was going to ask you which. I was going to guess Paramount Plus, but okay, Amazon. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. It's been done for a while, right?
It's been done for a while,
yeah.
But the fact of the Delta stuff is coming back and things are ramping up, and so they're like, okay, we're just going to pull it and give a deal for $100 million to Amazon.
Sony owns that one, so yeah. Okay.
And then Amazon's going to buy it for $100 million, and there goes that. Also, as well, which they're kind of debating whether or not if they're going to delay Venom 2 or not. But each time delay a movie, it costs marketing millions of dollars.
I feel like they're not delaying Shang-Chi, and they're still releasing it in theater and not on Disney Plus because of Scarlett Johansson. I feel like if Scarlett Johansson did not sue them, Shang-Chi would be on Disney Plus day one.
But this is killing the theater. So, like, in the end of the day, this is killing the theaters, killing the business, and all that. In a sense. So,
but I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, like, we're in 2021, we should have choices. If we want to stay at home and watch a movie, we should be able to stay at home and watch a movie.
I agree, but it's also killing the industry, killing the actors.
It's not killing the industry, though. It's not killing the actors either. Make better deals on the streaming then. If it's going to go to Disney Access, then sign a deal to get money from that.
Okay, so they gave
Johnson money for the fact that it went on Disney Plus.
Yeah, so Scarlett Johansson could have worked out a deal. I'm just sure she probably wasn't going about it the right way. Maybe her agent was a jerk.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. But in the end of the day, we can't ignore all these movie theaters. Can't ignore everybody who works in these movie theaters. We can't ignore everybody who makes these movies, or not actors who don't get paid millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Who probably might get, like pay cuts or things like that because of that. Because like, in the end of the day, the movies are losing money. It's not just like, and then theaters definitely losing money.
But you know what, Pete? It's kind of like Blockbuster. The movie theaters have to change. If they want to stay around, like, are we all sad that Blockbuster isn't here anymore?
Yes, they're changed. They're not changed. But here's the difference, though. It's the difference between Blockbuster and the movie theater is a completely different story.
Not
Blockbuster
really.
did not adapt. No, it's completely different. No, it's completely different. Blockbuster did not adapt to the change. Movie theaters have to deal with the pandemic and all that. And
I understand that, but there's still a change. But there's still a changing way.
2019, it literally was one of the most profitable time for the movie theaters. So you can't really, let's not blame the movie theaters for not adapting. It's just the fact is they've become, because of the pandemic, is they're not having business. Now,
but like they can do other things to make business. I did not know I could rent out a theater. They gave me the option. Now they put it in front of my face, like, hey, yeah, you can rent out a theater. I got the idea. They're like, hey, yeah, I don't mind spending X amount of dollars, $200 to rent out a whole movie theater to take 20 other people. And be like, hey, yeah, let's go all watch this movie. Now, granted, we all had a good time. We were all with each other because there was no during a pandemic, by the way. But other than that, like movie theaters have always, you either buy a ticket, you go sit down in the theater, you get up, eat your popcorn, and get up and walk out. They haven't really changed from the formula of kind of like what Anthony is saying with Blockbuster. You go in, you rent a movie, you take it home, watch it, rewind it, whatever it case to be, and bring it back and go through that little slip to return door.
I understand that, but I still feel, though, in a sense, like, I don't feel like we need to completely go and start being streaming, because I think streaming. So really, what's the point of leaving your house? There will be at one point there won't be no point of leaving your house.
And that'll be a good day.
Staying at home, sitting on your ass, eating popcorn, watching, doing everything, playing video games, and for me though, I think people need to get out, do stuff. Live. Not just sit at home and. I
think places like Cinebistro. I think that's the direction movie theaters should go in. More of a experience.
But the problem is, I agree with you. There needs to be adaptation when it comes to theaters. But and what I'm saying though right now is the reason why it's not because of the change. It's because I miss the smell of Blockbuster.
What is the smell? don't remember that.
I don't even remember the smell. You know what I miss about Blockbuster? I miss like renting games like during the weekend and all. I know now you can fucking buy. What's that?
You don't have to worry about renting games anymore, Pete. They have Game Pass and PS Now. You can rent them online.
I know that. I get it. I'm just saying, what's up, Shauna? But the difference is though is I agree though. Movie theaters should adapt. I think, but you know the problem with adapting is they're not adapting. They're not giving even a choice right now of adapting because it's not because of they're doing this because the theaters are not making money or whatever. They're doing this because they know they're not going to make money because not a lot of people are going to go out because they don't want to risk, with the Delta virus.
I still think at the end of the day, even if there's no pandemic and there's no virus and people are still going out, I still think they should give you the option to stream it at home.
No, because I think
I disagree. I'm at the age where I don't want to go sit in a theater with a bunch of teenagers.
Well, okay. So when has there ever been a time recently, Anthony, where we went to a movie and were surrounded by teenagers and it was loud the whole entire time?
It's been a long time.
Exactly.
They cut that shit out. You get at the old man stage where he's like, man, I'm going to be just sitting at home. Oh, those young kids with their cell phones and come on, man.
I get it, I understand it, but at the same time, I'm like, I have not seen that. Not in a long time. I've gone to the movies a lot more times than you have, and like I don't see that anymore. Like the one complaint I've had, like which was years ago, was the fact of a kid wanting to play tag while I was watching, I think Hotel Murder Time Mysteries or some shit like that. The one I almost walked out on. I should have walked out on.
Okay, the only complaint Ant has was Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man and Wasp.
But those people are probably older than us. That's the crazy thing.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to do with kids. There's some adult guy literally talking throughout the damn movie. Literally, when we're watching the movie,
and I brought Avery that time to watch the movie with us, and she was quieter than the goddamn people that are older than us.
Actually, I'll be honest though, because I know we went full house to see Infinity Wars. Not people just applauding when they need to applaud and shut up when they need to shut up.
I think the difference is though is when we go to watch those movies, we go opening night, like the first show,
and with all fanboys or fangirls.
Yeah, and that's why I think if we went on Friday night when there's no school the next day, I think that's when we would have the teenage.
But we never do that. We
would go on Thursday nights.
We always go because we have a huge people who really want. See, I miss that though. You see, I want that because I'll be honest though, watching Infinity Wars day one was an experience.
Shauna, you shouldn't punch people in the face and then help them afterwards. Not nice.
No, that's not nice at all, man. We don't condone. We condone violence. Okay.
You say we do violence. Or don't? No.
I only promote violence when it's necessary. Okay, but in this case, it's not necessary. You know, it shouldn't be punching.
All right, Slim Shady.
Did he really say that?
No, it's in one of the songs. He goes, I don't promote violence, I encourage it.
Oh, man. I didn't even know that. I'll be honest, I missed that. Happens.
Okay, so you're okay with sitting at home and then watching a movie that way?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
See, I'm not even a big movie. Go to the movies as much as I used to at all. But I still like But you see, that's the thing, though. I want it to still be like you're saying. You want options? I want that to be an option because
I'm not saying it should have an option. The theater should always be an option, but I think
it won't be an option if they keep on doing this because then nobody's going to be watching the theaters anymore. The theaters will go down in business. It'll go bankrupt. That's what I'm saying. It won't be an option.
I agree with Pete there.
But go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
It needs to be permanently, at least give it 2 months in the theaters so they can get their money and whatnot, and after that they can go to whatever streaming site they
exactly. It won't be that's I'm trying to say it won't be an option if they've got nothing to do because then it'll go out of business and we won't have no more theaters. That's what
it is convenience to sit at home and just look here, let me put on this movie. But when it comes with that, the fact that people can actually take that movie and stream it onto their box and people can actually watch that whenever they want and not pay a dime for it. That's where the people are losing money at. And you're pirating things, but you're not really downloading it, but you're still pirating it. But if you go to a movie, you see a movie in the IMAX, it's probably going to be the biggest spectacle you probably have ever seen. I can tell you right now, the number one movie I've seen in IMAX is still Mission Impossible Fallout, with every single movie I have seen. And I've seen a lot of them. But still, the one that gets me hyped most of it is Mission Impossible Fallout, because of the fact of how real everything looked. It looked like a National Geographic movie just with Tom Cruise running. It was freaking awesome.
And nothing gets you more pumped actually seeing a movie than having other people in the audience getting excited like you're getting excited. Perfect strangers who you don't know are getting excited. It's the same thing you're getting excited about in the movie theater. That energy is there. And that's what I'm saying. It's different from like sitting at home and watching a movie and you're like, you get excited, you get pumped, you got your own little privacy, but it doesn't give you that jolt of excitement. You're like, oh crap, there's all these people here watching a movie that I'm really excited to watch as well. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that energy. And that's what I'm saying though. I feel like movies and like this will suffer in the long run if they keep on putting in streaming. You know, it's not about like in the end of the day, yeah, sure, we got all these subscribers, but you still can do original movies, original TV shows on your streamers and have your movies in the theater. So I think it's very important. That's why they need to be careful with this, because like I said, they keep on doing this. You know,
give me everything digital day one, please. I like having myself preloaded, ready for me to watch when I'm on break or when I'm done working. That's it. That's what I want.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you got movies out there like Free Guy, which is making $28 million at the box office. And then right after that, Disney's like, we want another. And so there's going to be a Free Guy 2 coming. Now,
there you go.
Because of it.
Good job, Ryan Reynolds.
But then you have movies who are getting ready to cross the threshold of $100 million, like Jungle Cruise. And that's with everything that they've made, which is over $100 million. Granted, Emily and Dwayne both got settlements because of the fact they got Disney Plus. But it's still the fact like families enjoy Jungle Cruise. Families enjoy the movie itself, and so they will buy it. I think they actually bought that more than they actually did Black Widow, in my opinion.
I like Jungle Cruise. That was a good movie. It's a fun movie.
I see it
right there. Right there. Right there. You hear that, Anthony? Do you
go
see
big,
that?
go big or stay home, right? That's it.
That means go big. IMAX. Or even this IMAX Dome. There you go.
It's okay to go out and have fun, guys. It's okay sometimes. Be safe, of course. Be safe. Take precautions, but go have fun. That's what I say.
Did we watch the trailer for Vacation Friends? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So we're going to watch that right now.
And thank you, Shauna and Leah, for commenting. We appreciate it. Anybody else who's out there watching us, please comment, and we'll answer your questions.
Absolutely. And Leah, you might want to put this on mute in front of her, Avery, if you're in front of her. Just letting you know that right now.
No, I think her friend's over, so.
Okay.
All right.
Well, either way, keep your volume down.
Oh, it's John Cena.
Oh, terrible acting coming up.
Why does the salt not taste?
Oh, there they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom-to-be, Emily and Marcus!
What the hell is that?
You son of a bitch! You said we were best friends!
Yeah, it's like fucked up.
What are you two doing here?
Oh my God!
Excuse me, this is a private event.
Oh, it's cool. We know the bride and groom. We met these two animals down in Mexico.
Why does the salt not taste salty?
Oh, because it's cocaine.
What? We actually brought it from home. Very, very easy if you ever want to try it. It's just a Ziploc and a full shampoo bottle.
And it's so much more comfortable than when I had it in my ass.
Okay, look, we just gotta contain it. It's only happening because you said see you later.
I said it without meaning it like any decent person would. And somehow he's charming my dad.
Hope you're comfortable letting him force him.
Oh, so there's at least one girl involved.
Everywhere they go,
Fuck you, baby face little bitch!
chaos happens.
This weekend is all about you. Well, I like the sound of that.
We do too.
Jesus.
Good evening, everyone.
What is he doing up there?
Marcus and I crossed paths in Mexico. Got to know each other intimately.
This is the best way. wedding I've ever been to. Put that bottle on your head.
Babe, he's not serious. We've been drinking and...
Count it!
You hit the bottle this time!
What the fuck? That was fucking awesome! Jackpot.
The devil's dick. Most potent magic mushroom on Earth.
I ate it.
Why? You told me to. I didn't say eat it.
Man, everything you touch, turn it to drugs.
Oh, on Hulu.
Yes, on Hulu.
What?
I think, and we'll probably watch this.
Yeah, I will. That actually looks really funny.
Yeah,
It'll be on Hulu next Friday.
I don't know why though. Like John Cena, this is somebody that I could see. Like there's real people like him out there like that. I feel like I just like that. That's what's funny about it.
Why do I feel like he's not acting in this movie?
No,
that's why he doesn't look terrible in it. He's just playing himself.
Pretty much,
Probably
yeah.
Oh, missionary John.
Oh god.
But yes, it looks definitely like a funny movie. Yeah.
It reminds me of like Along Came Polly or like
yeah, one of those movies.
Or
yes.
Heartbreak Kid, but
Yeah.
R-rated, like hard R-rated. So
Yeah.
well, no, I guess Heartbreak Kid was hard R-rated as well. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it was. But I don't remember it being as funny though, because like.
No, it wasn't. There was definitely funny moments, but who was it? Was it Ben Stiller was the main guy?
Yeah.
It felt like it should have been an Adam Sandler movie, but it was like R-rated. It was kind of weird. But like this kind of gives me those vibes, but a lot more funnier. Like it like I would say like those vibes meets like more, I guess.
Wedding Crashers almost in a way.
Yeah, like definitely more ridiculous, over the top humor.
Yeah. But
wasn't expecting to see Hulu on there though. That's pretty interesting.
Well, 20th Century.
Yeah, that's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
That really is a Disney family movie for everybody.
At first, I thought the blonde girl was the girl from Lost, but it's not. But I thought it was the one.
I don't know who that girl is actually. I thought she looked familiar, but she isn't.
It's Amy Poehler, isn't it?
Is it Amy Poehler? I don't know. At first, I thought it was, but it don't look like her.
I thought it was the Australian girl from Lost.
Oh, Lost? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, it wasn't her.
Meredith Hinger.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Wait, is it her?
She's from the TV show Search Party, the TV show Disenchantment. I think that's a voice though. Horse Girl, Palm Springs, Brightburn, The Oath, Set It Up.
Yeah.
What was Brightburn?
That was the evil super kid.
Oh, did you see that one?
I did. Not great.
Yeah, I don't know. She's listed pretty far down, so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
It looks funny though.
Yeah, definitely looks funny. All right, so first review of the evening.
Boom.
What if episode 2 in review? What if T'Challa became Star-Lord? Definitely, in my personal opinion, I like this episode a lot. Not a lot better, but like I like this episode better than the first one. There's definitely a lot of different ways you can go with it, because the fact that like storylines wise between T'Challa and Yondu going off and doing their own thing, and then you have the Collector and his buff beefed out Collector dude.
Yeah.
You got him and what he does, and him being in charge of I don't know what the group is called, but Thanos' children.
Oh, the Dark Order.
The Black Order.
Black Order.
Dark Order is a wrestling group from the AEW.
Gotcha.
I thought you didn't watch AEW. No, I'm just kidding.
All the time, Pete.
But then you got
Black Order.
Got in charge of that, and then you have the Nebula collection, the connection and all that stuff. There's different ways you can go with it, and it all just seemed like it was like a one small Guardians of Galaxy movie just tightened up, and here it is.
I really liked. So what I really liked from the episode was I liked how his positive impact on the Ravagers, how they did good in the galaxy. And I gotta say, Thanos was freaking hilarious in the show. He's like, "There's like, no, that sounds a lot like genocide." He's like, "But it's random."
But it's random. It's okay.
Like, no, it's still genocide. it was pretty fun. Like, I really liked like Thanos' character, dude. Like, it was pretty vicious when he was fighting that one guy too, man. He was like hitting him with the hammer. I was like, Jesus.
This episode was great and all. I agree with you, Ann. I love the fact that T'Challa in the Star Lord role, is a totally different character. You know, like it totally changed everything. Like he instead of Thanos being like the mass genocide maniac that he was, he actually became more of a member of his crew because of T'Challa. And he was a good guy, you know, like, which I like too, because I don't think Thanos realized the character was purely evil anyway. He wasn't this evil character. He was just he was not like his whole vision of what he thought was right was, you know, just miscued and all that.
It just took somebody
T'Challa
to change his mind. Did you guys catch the Easter egg of the Milano ship name to what it changed to?
No, it did not.
It was the Mandela. I was like, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Good. I did not catch that. So, dude, there's so many good Easter eggs. So, I mean, Howard the Duck is a good one.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome, Howard the Duck. I agree with you, Chris. I think the Collector was much buffer, much more badass, which I liked seeing it. It's a real badass.
He took down Captain. He had Captain's shield.
Yeah.
He had Hera's helmet. I'm like, Jesus, dude, what is this? Like,
he's a badass character in this one. I love that version of it. And I love the fact that even because of Thanos, it created a power vacuum, though. So he won over Thanos, so you didn't have him being in charge of the Black Order, but then you had Collector being in charge of it. So no matter what he did, though, something else happened that created that.
Did you guys happen to see if there was like any other cool like Easter egg weapons in his little chest? Did you guys pause it at all?
Well, no, I didn't pause it at all.
I didn't catch that, but I'm pretty sure there was a lot of Easter eggs in that. What's great about this, so it goes to show that T'Challa is such a great person, great character. The fact that his effect on people definitely, it changed everything really in that world. In that universe, honestly. So that's why this is a special episode because of that. Because, like I said, it's hard to replace T'Challa because he's such a, probably one of the best characters in the MCU. So, that's what I love about it. The only complaint I have, actually, I didn't like how they made Korath. He's kind of a fanboy. I thought it was hilarious, though, the beginning of when he first saw Star-Lord. He's like, "Oh, you're Star-Lord. Wow, I'm a big fan of this and that." But then he became too much of a fanboy. I felt like it's kind of out of character, really, from the first movie. But in the same time, it did change everything, though. But that's my own complaint. Everything else was pretty good. I even liked the ending, though, too. Whereas you find Peter Quill working at a burger joint, and then Ego comes there and pretty much like... So here's my question is, does that world, that whole universe now is destroyed, or not destroyed, but literally, like, Ego's not the big cosmic threat, I guess, because now...
Not yet.
But it seemed to me that's what's going to happen, because the way things turned out in the original story, the reason why, he never got Peter Quill because of Yondu protected him, and then also in the end, because the Guardians of the Galaxy were there to protect him too. Now he has no protection from Ego for him to take over, for him to take his powers. Or to make him into like, so I feel like it definitely, the thing is, so I feel like the reason why these things happened was because they should have happened, not because, even though T'Challa had a positive influence, also the fact that Peter Quill was original went there, stopped Ego from doing what he did, and it prevented other things from happening. So,
So I'm just looking at the Easter eggs. So they were talking about the Power Stone, Cosmo. I did see the Dark Elf from Thor: Dark World. I thought that was cool.
What's going on, Jared? Sorry, man.
What's up, Jared? Yeah, I did see the Dark Elf was in one of the collector's cases.
Yes.
I thought that was cool. Howard the Duck, the arm of a Cronin, which they say is probably Korg's arm, because he mentioned he got it from off the corpse of a terribly chatty Cronin. So that was probably Korg's arm.
Korg. Yeah, you're right. That was Korg's arm. Holy crap.
So the collector's arsenal. He has Captain America's shield in Mjolnir or whatever.
Mjolnir.
And he has an array of swords and daggers, including Malekith's dagger from the Dark Elves.
Yes,
he has Hela's helmet and necrosword, and then that was all they had on this article.
Okay.
But still, it was a good episode.
Oh, it was a great episode. So one thing I gotta say though is both of the first two episodes kind of end it with cliffhangers. Do you think that we will pick them up from those points at any point in time?
I think there's going to be an Avengers episode.
Okay.
Where you're going to have Peggy, T'Challa.
That's funny. Nebula as a blonde. She thought she'd be a brunette. I thought she'd be a redhead. Karen Gillan. She's totally a redhead.
She is a redhead, yeah.
In Jumanji, at least.
Yeah.
She was redhead in Gunpowder Milkshake as well.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't know. I think there is an extra because they did show the trailer where the Avengers were all lined up, but it was different Avengers.
Yeah.
It was Star-Lord and then Peggy and some other people.
So are the first two episodes in the same world?
No, I think they're different worlds.
Different world. Okay,
I think that all of them are different worlds.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking.
All right,
because it creates different timelines.
But I mean, everything that happened in this one really was kind of after the first one ended. I mean, granted, it had it ended at Avengers 1, but everything in Guardians of the Galaxy took place after Avengers 1. So
yeah.
But
so it still could be on the scene.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I do think though, like the way that it's described though, when it comes to these things in the timeline, is one decision changes the whole timeline, or one thing changes the whole timeline. So each different decision, each whatever creates a different timeline. So that's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, I love the decision that changed it too. Yondu decided to have his henchmen go down there and pick up the kid, and they got the wrong
Yondu
kid.
himself.
Yeah, I was like, that's actually pretty funny.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. So, it's cool though. But like I said though, I feel like T'Challa, like just the fact that he's a completely different character compared to what Peter did with Star-Lord. It's just like Peter never got no respect as Star-Lord, whereas T'Challa got respect from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looked at him as like a hero and all that. So even Drax, which was pretty funny too, you know. So it's
not voiced by Dave Bautista. Drax, yeah.
Not?
Nope.
That's a shame.
Well, he was only in it for like a minute. So
yeah, that's true.
Then again, he was never asked, and he's kind of butthurt about that.
Oh, is he really?
A little bit.
So he says. I wonder if it went to his agent and his agent just blew it off.
Maybe.
I feel like Batista's been kind of critical of Disney before too, so in their decision making. So
that's true. They could have just wanted to distance themselves from him.
I mean,
maybe. All right. So we all like the episode. Can't wait for next week.
Yeah, what's next week's episode? I don't even know what's it about. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I didn't know about the T'Challa one until yesterday.
Yeah, I know one of them looks like Marvel Zombies. It looks like one of them does look like that. I'm not sure. And from what I've seen the trailers, but and we have another one that's with Thor, I believe. So yeah, it looks. I really like the show. It's like actually the only. I think one of the few Marvel shows. Well, I shouldn't say that because I did stay up for Winter Soldier. I did stay up for WandaVision. I didn't stay up for Loki, actually. I watched it the next day, but I did stay up to watch this at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch What If. So definitely get me excited for the next show.
Waiting for the Sleepaway Camp review.
Wait, hold on. Here we go. We did see it. See it?
Yeah, Star-Lord, Gamora, and Peggy. Yeah, that is Peggy. So
there is going to be an Avengers type episode.
But
cool.
I don't know if that's Black Panther or if that's Peter Quill Star-Lord. I can't really tell.
That's Black Panther's Star-Lord.
Oh, okay, so is Chadwick voicing him again, or
4 episodes? I thought.
Oh, he did. Oh, you're right. So you're right.
So,
it does take place in the same universe.
And someone else is Black
somebody
Panther.
else is Black Panther, though.
Yeah.
Is it Killmonger?
I think it's Killmonger, probably.
Could be.
Well, okay, so that Tony Stark
Batu would be cool too.
What's that?
If it was in Batu.
Oh, that would be cool too.
Baku? Yeah, Baku.
But maybe it makes sense though why maybe this is gonna be like the last episode of the season because there's that episode with Killmonger and Tony, and I think Tony makes Killmonger more of a hero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe he takes over the mantle of Black Panther because of that. See, we see a Spider-Man episode too. Okay, so yeah, it's possible that could happen.
I wonder what the next episode's going to be.
I'm not sure.
We'll see, gentlemen.
We'll see indeed. All right, moving on. Did you watch the Pokemon Presents?
Nope.
Anthony?
Nope. Did not.
All right, so we'll just talk about it real quick. Everything that happened today in Pokemon Presents. All right, first you have Pokemon Unite heads to mobile in September 22nd to be precise. You can connect to your Pokemon Unite on Switch game with your iOS game or Android game and have fun with that Pokemon Unite. Never played it before, but seems to be pretty popular. Pokemon Cafe Mix is getting remixed. Definitely kind of like the same game, just a remixed style of it, which would be a puzzle game. And then what's new in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is it will feature original minigames like Pokemon Super Contest, the Underground with the dowsing minigame, and your secret base. Players will also be able to customize your trainer's outfit and even their Pokeballs with collectible stickers and add visual effects to throw animations. That's interesting. And that's about it. That's for that. So we'll just move on to Call of Duty Vanguard, finally announced. And in which will be detailed tomorrow on Warzone.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're doing kind of like a Fortnite kind of a thing.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool.
So be on the lookout for that. Next up would be you guys' review of Star Wars Bad Batch.
So this was the season finale. We know it's not the series finale. There will be more. They will be back next year. So Chris, we can go full spoilers.
Full. Go for it.
Okay. So the last 2 episodes of the season show the destruction of Camino. So, there he goes. Okay, so yeah, the last 2 episodes shows the destruction of Camino, which is the clone headquarters. So they basically wipe out the whole entire clone production facilities, but they make sure before they do that, they take one Camioan.
Camioan? I don't know.
Whatever they're called.
It was a scientist, a clone scientist.
And they took all their work on cloning, and they have it on some planet now. And I'm guessing that's the technology that they're going to use to bring back Sidious eventually.
Well, okay, Sidious from like the next. We're talking about from the next trilogy.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that's going to explain why they still can clone people, because that was always a thing why they never talked about, because we have Palpatine back. How did he come back? Oh, they cloned him. Okay, but what happened to all the clone technology? So now we know.
That makes sense why she's still all around then. You know, why
And I still think at some point we're gonna find out that what was his name? Snoke.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna find out he was like a Bad Batch version of Palpatine.
Yeah. Well, okay, so like in the Mandalorian, they're doing clones too. Remember?
Yeah.
So that kind of all ties in too. I feel like the Empire was doing clones because in the Mandalorian, like I said, in the season 2 of Mandalorian, you see one of their bases, and they look like they're doing clones, or they're trying to clone something. So
exactly. So it's all going to tie together.
Yes, it is going all tied together and all that stuff. But so how do you feel about the last episode? Did you like it, the season finale?
Yeah, I thought the underwater escape was a little long, but I thought it was good.
I like the fact that pretty much the whole episode was pretty much about Crosshairs and his somewhat,
I like that Crosshair was actually free thinking the whole time, and he was just had a different opinion than the other ones. I like that he's like, oh, I had my inhibitor chip removed a long time ago, and I was like, that's cool, because he's actually a villain. Then he's not.
He's a villain, but definitely I would say a tweener villain.
Yeah, I agree.
Because okay, so let's kind of explain a major plot point in the spoiler alert. But so Omega, like during this whole thing where the Camino crashed, they're trapped in their one of their bases, and it was sinking, and Crosshairs got trapped, or debris fell on him, so he got trapped. And Omega is going to drown, but Omega ends up saving him. So throughout their whole escape, he is so reluctant to go with them. Crosshairs kind of almost Omega's also leading the way because he's reluctant to follow her. He said, "Why are you following a kid?" And they just kept on arguing about like how he's not going to join him. But in the end, so I forgot the robot's name. What was the robot's name? And that was
I know. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name either.
Anyway, one of their robots that he was aiding them, trying to save them. He tried to save everybody and all that. Ends up losing his battery powder. Ends up almost like it was going to drown, not going to drown, but it's going to sink. Omega tries to save the robot, and Crosshairs, actually end up saving both of them. Mm-hmm. And goes to show though, he's not a true villain because he wouldn't care about saving them. He had he would have been like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And, I mean, of course, he says we're even kind of thing, but it looked more he's very, how's the words I'm looking for? Very indecisive of what he wants to, what he should be doing. You know what I'm saying? I think he feels like he needs to follow the Empire because that's what his job is. But at the same time, though, he definitely has a strong connection to the Bad Batch. He definitely feels like how I'm looking for what a word help me out here, Ant.
For what?
Like he felt like somewhat like not disillusioned, but torn, definitely torn about the whole thing.
Well, yeah, because he felt that the Empire was the one that was going to win, so he thought they were fighting a losing battle. So he and he felt like if they got in good with the Empire, that they would be treated fairly.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's kind of like why he felt that way. But
I mean, but I think Cross is a great character. Honestly, he's a really awesome character that they made, and because I want to see more of him.
Yeah, I think that he's a good tweener. I think that the crew is good, and I also think that the villain from the Empire is good. I think they have a good cast of characters to move on to season 2 and put together some good episodes.
Oh, definitely. And I feel like at first I was kind of like I didn't really like Omega so much. I felt like she's just one of those kids who always felt like you have to do the right, but she has grown to be a really strong character on her own. I feel like actually all the team members are starting to grow on their own. I do kind of hope though in the next season you might see a little more from the Empire. Like maybe hopefully we'll get Darth Vader. Hopefully we'll get some other major characters from the Empire. I kind of want to see more tie-ins into that because I don't mind. Like I want to see some original characters, but I also want to see some really like characters around that time that everybody knows about. So, but yeah, overall I think the show is very good. I thought the season finale ended up pretty strong, and I'm looking forward to the next season.
I concur. I think next season will be really good. I'm looking forward to them getting further into the story, more closer to Rogue One and Episode 4, and just kind of see how everything unfolds there. I still feel like between the end of the Clone Wars and I know we had Rebels, and that showed a little bit of that time period, but I still feel like that's like the biggest like blank slate of a time period that we really don't know what happened and what was going on during that time.
Well, I predict though in the next season you're going to see definitely more of the Empire doing things that people are going to be like.
If they kill off the Bad Batch, I hope it's Vader that does it.
That would be that would be the one that you're like, holy crap, and Vader would be the one to do it. You know what I'm saying? He really would be. I'm just saying though, you're definitely going to see more of I forgot the general's name, the new general, the young general's name, but you're definitely going to see more of his villainous ways. I feel like you're going to see definitely Empire take over and rule certain planets around the galaxy ruthlessly. So you will see more of that. And that's my prediction. And I think that's where the story needs to keep on going in that sense, So
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely felt like I'm looking forward to the next season. Like I said, there were some like a lot of episodes, kind of filler episodes this season, villain of the week episodes as well. Hopefully, we get more of a straightforward
more of the main story arc. Yeah,
exactly. Then those villain of the weeks.
I agree, but overall, I'd say for the season, I'd say like a 7.5. I thought it was good.
Yeah, 7.58. I'll say somewhere around there. It was pretty good. Not great. Not amazing, not bad. I think it's pretty good.
I just liked a lot of the holes they filled, like that we didn't know. Like it actually was meaningful to the whole chronology of Star Wars. So that's what I think helped it.
I do think Filoni does that though. He's such a good story writer. He like anytime people have questions about Star Wars, he definitely fills in those holes, those story holes, and I think he's great at that. And I hope Filoni gets more, gets to do more things with the Star Wars franchise. Because I honestly think he's a genius. Honestly, in some ways, I feel like so.
All right, so we are ready to move on.
All right, moving on to our movie in review, Friday the 13th. What has ever been the actual sound? Because I've heard the whole, but then I heard the.
No, I think it's kill and something else. I don't know what the other one is. Kill. Maybe something like that.
Anyway, Friday the 13th came out in 1980 with a runtime of 1 hour and 35 minutes. A group of camp counselors are stalked and murdered by an unknown assailant while trying to reopen a summer camp which was the site of a child's drowning in grisly double murder years before. Directed by Sean Cunningham, did he direct the next ones? Produced Jason X. That's interesting.
Fantastic movie.
What do you do?
Thank you for the shout out right there, Ron.
He did Together, Case of the Full Moon Murders, Here Comes the Tigers, Manny's Orphans, Friday the 13th, A Stranger is Watching, Spring Break, The New Kids, Deep Star 6, so on and so forth. That's pretty much it. But yeah. Friday the 13th. First time watching it, it was. Where did the whole let's be huge and muscular?
Two.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
2, he had like a bag over his head.
Yeah.
The third one, he had the hockey mask.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
2 he had like a bag and it's weird, But then they somehow came up with the hockey mask in the third one.
So
and that's nice.
I have questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought literally in the beginning, maybe, or another kill sometime, another murder or something like that, where someone and a man actually killed someone, and you actually see the man fully clothed in like jeans and a yellow shirt just go up and slice someone's throat. I think that was the first kill that happened.
Do you mean the hitchhiker girl?
No, the hitchhiker girl was killed by the mom.
Yeah.
The first double murder.
Oh, I think it was her too, though.
Yeah, it's the mom. I think they were trying to play it off like it was a man.
Okay, yeah, because what happened was, so Jason, like, supposedly the whole story was a Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
Jason
the
drowned
kids
in
were
57. He drowned. Okay, because the camp counselors having sex and they ignored
doing drugs, drinking, doing everything you're not supposed to do.
Doing the party thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it was a public service announcement right there. Don't do this when kids are swimming and all that. Don't have sex and do drugs when kids are swimming, or else you're going to create a serial killer mom that's going to go kill you. So, yeah, and then 1958, those 2 kids got killed. Probably the same ones who were probably watching Jason. That's probably where she goes a revenge kill. And then I guess supposedly they close the camp down and then try to open again. And that's where she goes nuts again and starts killing again. So that's the whole story. I do like. See, that's a cool thing about this first movie. It's unexpected. You really know who the killer was until the end. You kind of thought it was a man or some crazy guy.
Yeah.
You probably thought it was the old man, crazy man over there who kept saying, "Get out of there."
I literally thought it was Jason the whole entire time.
Yeah,
no. Until the mom showed up, and I'm like, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
But I thought it was great though, because she comes in, you kind of think of this old lady that's over here. It's like, oh wow, and then she starts going crazy.
I'm kind of glad you didn't remember the call out to that from Scream, because when they asked what the favorite scary movie was, she goes Friday the 13th. Oh, who's the killer? And she goes, oh, Jason. And she's like, wrong.
Yeah, mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
that the call? Wasn't? Oh yeah, it was the call, right? Because he said,
it was the call.
Jason's mom.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I did not know that. Huh.
Yeah. So. And Kevin Bacon, of course, was one of the only famous actor in this movie.
It gets really weird in 4 and 5. I want to say, like, one's called The New Beginnings. Yeah, and like,
but it's not even Jason. It's not even Jason who's the killer. It's somebody who makes himself like Jason, but it's not really him. Yeah.
So a copycat.
Copycat, yeah.
Yeah, but then they bring back Jason with like lightning or something in a different like one.
That was with Corey Feldman, right?
Yeah, Corey Feldman was in it. Yep.
Yeah. No, the best is Jason takes my hand in, because
I don't know if I would say the best.
No. It's not best because it's terrible. It's really cheesy, but it's hilarious because he gets in this rooftop fight with this boxer, and this boxer keeps on punching him, and then pretty much rope it wears out, and then Jason one punch knocks his head clean off. That's the best kill right there. But anyways, it's a good movie. It's kind of like. Some bad acting scenes. Like there's one part where like this girl was in the bathroom and then she turns around and there's an axe and she makes this face. She's like, ah, and then boom, axe right to the face. Which I'm just kind of.
The whole fight at the end was just beyond hilarious.
Yeah, it was
between the mom and the girl. I was like, this is funny. I'm not supposed to be laughing right now. Why is this funny?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in Jason X that makes me laugh. I don't know if that's supposed to be funny.
But like I said, overall, like it's an average slasher movie. It really, But I gotta admit though, one of the best things about this movie was the ending, because that ending where she's in a boat and it's like she kills Jason's mom, cuts his head off. She's in that boat. It's all peaceful. The cops count there. You think the movie's over, and out of nowhere, Jason pops right out of the damn lake and grabs her. And you're like, holy shit, I did not see that coming. I'm pretty sure anybody who saw it the first time will be like, wow, I did not see that shit coming. So that was pretty awesome.
I didn't see that coming. Well, actually, no. I did see it coming because I was like, why is she in the lake with her hand in the water? Something's going to happen. What's going to happen here? Then it went on too long, and I was like, all right, maybe nothing's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, well, there it is, right there. And
I think first time moviegoers did not expect that, and they probably were scared shitless. But overall,
Jason looked like he had burn marks on him. I'm like,
I think it's a corpse. He's more like corpse marks, like like deteriorating and all that. That's what I think it was. It's like his body was deteriorating and all that shit, being in the lake. It's weird though, because when you think about it, so he was a kid in that movie. Then in the next one, he's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure like if that was a dream or whatever. But think about it. It will make sense he's a grown ass man because it happened in 1957. So he drowned, but he's a fucking adult now and starts killing people.
He grew up while being drowned in the lake.
Yes, exactly. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He grew drowned and all that. He's over in the lake. He's like, all right, hey, oh, wait a minute. Cab Cass having sex. You can't have that. Comes right back up, starts killing people. So,
oh, my God. All right, so the budget for this movie was $550,000. Where the fuck did they spend that on?
No clue.
Kevin Bacon alone.
Oh, my God. All right. Opening weekend made $5.8 million. Gross USA made 39. Well, gross overall was $39.7 million.
That's pretty damn good, dude.
But I wonder how much money it's made over time.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like between people that have bought it on VHS or DVD or Blu-ray or digital,
Definitely
or the rights even to syndicate it. Like I've seen it on like USA like 100 million times. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they showed all the time syndication. They showed all the time Sci-Fi, USA. Anytime there's Friday the 13th, it's Friday the 13th marathon. So
Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, part 6.
Oh my God.
Oh, yep, that's the one where they take him to the graveyard. He gets struck by lightning. He comes back alive.
Yeah, dude.
Which one's 7?
Oh my God.
Oh, The New Blood.
And I own these movies. Oh shit! And I'm gonna watch them.
I mean, it's definitely worth a watch through one.
It's fun. The kills get definitely more creative later on. More creative. Definitely.
When you watch 4, you're gonna be like, oh, it's called the Final Friday or whatever. You'll be like, okay, it's gonna be over, but it doesn't end. That's 4.
No,
Final chapter, I think.
Oh man! All right. Well. Oh, so gentlemen, since we're down now with Friday the 13th. There's 3 movies that are coming out, or at least 3 movies that work out in the same way this week. I want you guys' opinions on what you guys want to watch for homework next week. First is a movie starring Jason Momoa coming out on Netflix called Sweet Girl. Comes out Friday. Reminiscence with Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Hall, I want to say?
Rebecca Ferguson?
Rebecca Ferguson, there you go. Coming out on HBO Max on Friday. Also, that movie is by the creators of Westworld, so it's very Westworld-y. And third, to get ready for next Friday, Candyman, original.
That is your call. I am going to watch probably Reminiscence either way.
Yeah, I was probably going to watch Reminiscence either way. But
what's that on? Is that going to be on HBO Max?
Yes, sir.
Reminiscence was Hugh Jackman and
Rebecca Ferguson.
And Thandie Newton is also in there as well.
That looks like an interesting movie. I like Hugh Jackman. I like Thandie Newton. I like Rebecca Ferguson. I don't know.
You want to do it?
Up to you guys.
Review on it? All right, so Reminiscence then? It seems like I'm going for Reminiscence. Okay.
Reminiscence. And then I guess if we have time, watch the other 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Candyman?
I'm gonna be trying to watch 12 or play 12 minutes, don't beat it, so
yeah.
I'll have my work cut out for me.
Anthony and I have work to do.
You know what? I will love to watch a first Candyman movie before I watch a new one.
No, that's what he's talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
I was going to buy the new Candyman, buy the old Candyman movie, and watch and review that one since I haven't seen it as an adult.
What is the Candyman going to be on? Like when it hits is it only theater?
Only theater.
Oh, okay. So I won't be able to watch it then.
yeah, I've been always wanted to watch the old Candyman movie too, to be quite honest. Because I actually like Tony Todd. He's a good, I've seen him in a few movies and all, and I always thought that the whole storyline was very.
So
intriguing.
then let's do reminiscence, and if we have time to try to do the
Candyman,
try to watch Candyman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, come on, it's like Bloody Mary, man.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's in the movie.
All right, so gentlemen, what have we been watching outside of our homework?
I've been watching Manifest, but I talked about that earlier. Just the good night, Leah.
Leah.
Pretty much the normal stuff that I watch. Like I watch What If, that stuff. But yeah, nothing outside that besides Manifest.
I rewatched Jungle Cruise. Still liked it. Still enjoyed it. I've been binge watching 2.5 Men, trying to get through it, and I'm finally done with it. And that was
good stuff.
It was good stuff when Charlie was there, and then when Ashton got there, it took him a little bit to get his feet wet. But then once he got his feet wet into it, and his jokes started hitting more and more, I was like, yeah, this is good. And it ends weird in a way because it made it seem like Charlie is still alive for a little bit, and then they killed him off at the very last second. It was weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
Other than that, that is all I've watched. Pete.
What have I watched? Besides what we were supposed to watch, I don't think I watched anything else besides that. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, what have we been playing?
I've been playing Zombie Army 4. Good stuff. Shooting some zombies in the face.
Of course.
What else have I been playing? I've been playing a little bit of Dark Alliance. It's okay. Nothing that great. Still playing Dodgeball Academia. Almost done with that. I think I have 2 more chapters left in that.
Dodgeball Academia.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I talked about it last week.
You probably did and all that.
I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've still been playing that, and then I will be playing 12 minutes this week. So I didn't really want to start anything too crazy because the next few weeks are gonna be game heavy for me because you have 12 minutes this week, and then Psychonauts 2 drops next week. So
yeah,
trying to stay away from starting anything new.
Understandable. I've been playing. Oh, I totally forgot. I played the new expansion for Avengers, the Black. Panther stuff.
Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda stuff.
How is it?
It's actually really good, really in depth, and I'm actually shocked they gave it away for free.
It's an apology update, probably because of
But this has been like 3 apology updates now because we had you have Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, and now you have Black Panther.
But isn't this the first apology that's actually worth accepting?
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, in a way, and I'm not mad at it because it's actually pretty damn awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm still waiting for the Outriders apology update.
Oh, I'm sure that's coming. Well, they haven't got paid yet, so what you mean?
That's true. Pay your people, Square. Pay your people.
I just feel like Avengers was meant to be this big awesome game, and it didn't really live up to its expectations. So now with these updates, it gives you more people reason to go buy it. So,
or at least go back to it.
They'll go back to it, yeah. So, no, that's awesome, dude. It's awesome to hear that. So you have missions in Wakanda, I'm guessing, and
yeah, you're in Wakanda, and you have missions as T'Challa, who does his voice, Chris Judge, who does Kratos for God of War. So you have him voicing him, and it's actually everything you would expect to see in Wakanda, kind of like how they played it off in the movie, but literally while you're playing it. And Claw is the main villain, and then your Crossbones is in there for a bit, and then all the Avengers come up and help you, and then you're fighting a whole bunch of things. Black Panther controls very well. It's like a mix between Black Widow and Captain America a little bit. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm still fighting on the last boss right now, where you actually have to beat Claw, who like kind of get manifested into the vibranium, so he's kind of like hard to kill. And you got Crossbones trying to fight you as well. So it's literally me, Tony, Steve, and I think Thor fighting Crossbones and Claw at the same time.
Is Crossbones badass in that game?
Literally, he's kind of like a throwaway character. He's literally like a big heavy dude with just like a machine gun.
Yeah,
he's like kind of like a generic character, but like he's tough to bring down. Claw is very, very hard, very annoying. But I enjoyed the game, and I can't wait to go back to it. I'll probably go back into it like as soon as we get done with the show. Also, I've been playing the new Madden NFL 22. There's always, like I was telling Ant earlier today, there's always a learning curve with new Maddens. You just kind of have to learn that curve. Some passes that you were able to do last year don't work as well as you thought they did.
Not money plays anymore, huh?
Not money plays. So you kind of have to throw it differently. But yeah, it's very. It seems like they added the NCAA feature from NCAA football feature from back in the day, where the crowd can get into the game and can actually shake the stadium.
That's cool.
And your screen will start to shake and whatnot. And then if that starts to happen, then your receiver icons will disappear. So when you hike the ball, you have to actually remember where they're going to, remember what their icons were, so you can actually throw it to them. Because if you actually just hike it, and they will just vanish, just disappear. So that's fun. Other than that, that's about it. Pete, what about you? So,
haven't really played anything new besides what I've been playing. Like I was playing an arcade game. I told you, the Vendetta that I bought, Rocket League, stuff like that. So I haven't played anything new. Hopefully this week I'll play something new, and all we can talk about next week. But yeah, nothing new.
All right. Well, that is all we have for you guys this evening. Homework this week was Reminiscence, and if you have time, Candyman.
I gotta say one thing, guys. I know Ant's gonna give me this weird, whatever. But this week, we'll see what happens. AEW might get CM Punk this Friday. It might be a pretty huge momentum for wrestling, or who knows? Either that SummerSlam's this week as well. So it's kind of also actually this weekend. It's also a takeover. So it's a pretty big week for wrestling, actually.
Yep.
So
yeah, it is. And then we got 2 weeks left of preseason. Again, we get real football. Real football coming in, guys.
Yes.
So definitely things to look forward to in the sports world and all that. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Alrighty.
Until then, I'm King Black Cherry.
The real Ant-Man.